What are the 3 perfect pinned posts to be at the top of your Instagram profile if you want to generate the most amount of inbound leads into your coaching business? Inside this video, I'm actually going to go through the 3 that I use personally, the 3 that we teach to our clients. We're actually going to go dive deep into them so that you can see the copy, the images, etc. And we're even going to talk about how you maximize this for use on organics through your Instagram page, but also how this can affect the amount of leads that you ultimately get from your advertising as well. So without further ado, let's dive straight into the laptop dashboard right now so that we can look at my Instagram profile and go through each of these pinned posts individually. Okay, so we're inside Instagram right here, and we have 3 pinned posts at the top of the profile. If you're not familiar with this, then you can go to any post historically that you've posted on Instagram, and if you click on that, especially if you do it on mobile, you can hit the 3 dots and you can choose to pin the post. We can do up to 3 pinned posts up here at the top of the profile, and these are the 3 that I typically suggest that coaches should go with. What are the pinned posts there directly for? It's for that first impression, number 1, so that immediately when somebody brand new comes to the profile, they see those 3 pinned posts before anything else. The second thing is we want to accelerate that journey that somebody goes on with us when they decide, or not even decide, to follow us. Even from the point of them just simply discovering us through a reel, through the search pages, through hashtags, or indeed somebody talking about us on social media or inside stories or a collaboration. When somebody discovers our profile, we want to accelerate that journey, because most people who discover you are not going to become coaching clients very quickly unless you can accelerate that journey. That's why we talk about in the Ads and Funnels Mastermind, and many of the videos on this channel where we talk so often about ads and funnels, because of course we run the 90-day Ads and Funnels Mastermind. We always talk about the system that is at the front end, because it's all about accelerating the journey. Social media posts that people passively absorb for 3 years, you can actually have them way warmer and way more engaged with you in the space of 3 days, sometimes 24 hours, depending upon the system that you use when you run advertising, when you do a live masterclass, a 5-day challenge, or whatever it may be. The same thing is true here with your Instagram profile and what is pinned to the top of the profile. Instead of it being 3 random posts that were just your last 3 posts, pinning to the top of the profile very specific posts allows you to fast track the likelihood of that person reaching out to you, booking a call, and then of course becoming a coaching client on the other side. So we have 3 here, and there are 3 categories. Number 1 is lead generation, number 2 is story, and number 3 is proof. And so what we're looking to do here, first of all, give people the opportunity to really understand what it is that we do. If you're going to have something that's a lead generator there, don't have it as something that is just so unbelievably passive, and it's just something that you had in your downloads that you've never used, and you decided, well, I'm not using it, so I may as well give it away for free. Instead, what you want to do with this right here is you want to use it as something that can be hyper descriptive of who you actually help and how you help them. Preferably, it being the number 1 thing that your target demographic are looking for. Now, if you see, for instance, free Facebook ads course for coaches 2024 plus templates, number 1, it's very, very high value, okay? Second of all, it's very quick to understand how I help people, right? Helping coaches with Facebook ads that generate leads and clients for said coaching business, okay? So it's very, very descriptive. But the second thing about having this here is that instead of somebody discovering your profile and just following you, you can actually get it to a point where somebody would come to your profile, not just decide to follow you, but instantly want the Facebook ads course. Or indeed, they want your whatever thing that you put together, whether it's a training, whether it's a template, whether it's a download, whatever that thing is. They'll very often, if they were going to follow you, if they've discovered you because they're interested in the very thing that you help people solve, this thing right here can be everything that you need to instantly turn that into an inbound lead. So instead of it just being a follow that you're going to have to warm up for the next 8 months, instead they can instantly be an inbound lead, give them access to the training, the template, the download, and then that can be the conversation starter in itself. We get people every single day coming through here, and we don't have a huge following, like 5,679. We've never done any buying people or using like shout outs or anything like that to just artificially amplify the amount of followers that we have. These are just people who have actually chosen to follow us over time, right? So it's not a huge following, but at the same time, we have people reaching out to us every single day for this right here, for the free Facebook ads course, okay? And so when you have that in place, you can have inbound leads coming in every single day from current followers and people who are discovering you, okay? Instead of just getting a follower, which is already a good move, you can have a follower, but you can also have an inbound lead, and you can fast track that conversation starting process and also generating that booked call on the client. Okay, so that's number one to have there. Number two is story based. Okay, and so for story based, who is Neil Shoney? Read caption. With this is quite strategic, I guess, in terms of the actual image choice and exactly how we position this as well. The whole point of this is remembering that people are buying a result, not a coach, right? However, they do specifically want to work with a certain type of person. So it's not just, hey, are you looking to run Facebook ads that you can turn on and off like a tap and generate hundreds of leads every single time you do that in a 7-day period? Like, that's an outcome, right? That's what we do inside the 90-day Ads and Funnels Mastermind. However, people are more likely to want to reach out when they realize that I'm not the type of business or marketing coach that rents a Lambo, rents a private jet set, or takes pictures of watches, or holds wads of cash in screen, or has it beside my laptop whilst I'm working, just random, stacks of cash. When they realize that I'm not one of those people, right, then people are more likely to reach out to me. Well, I should say, it's not that they're more likely to reach out to me. They're more likely to reach out to me if they're not that type of person also, right? Which is why, when we run a live event, we have over 100 of our clients all fly into the UK for our live events, or Miami's the next one in January. But when we have over 100 clients all fly into the same place, the reason why those 2 days are so unbelievably enjoyable is because we attract the right type of person. This post helps that. Right? So it's not just the fact that this can increase the amount of inbound leads, once again, increase the amount of people who follow you, but the connection there is unbelievable. Second of all, the quality of the people that come through, and quality from my standpoint means how aligned are they with you? How enjoyable are they going to be to work with? Okay, that comes through this post right here. Now, strategically, using an authority-based image, so a high-quality image that shows you as an authority status in some sort of sense, that can be you standing in front of a crowd, that can be you training a client, or it can just be a very, very high-quality, crisp image where you're approachable, you're not scary, you're not frowning, but maybe an arms folded with a big smile, something like that can work really well. Now, the banner through it, like if I just had this image there, nobody would ever click on it, and I wouldn't still get people liking this post, even though it was posted, months ago, still getting people liking this post every single week. How is that able to be done? How are we encouraging people to click on this and connect with me and then want to follow me on the other side? It's because who is Neil Shoney, right? So I'm telling people by clicking on this, you're going to learn more about that, okay? And it says read caption. So it's very much full of intrigue. Authority status by choice of image, but then we also want that banner through the middle, who is, and then your name. And then when you click into this, you'll see that the way that I've done this is I've just got like is it 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, man, that'll do my OCD in, unfortunately. However, with this right here, what I've done is I've basically told the story of how I am where I am today. I've done it in a way that's, number one, in chronological order. So you'll see I was a business owner long before I was a marketer, founded Scotland's biggest ever fitness expo when I was 22 years old, was acquired when I was 26, 27 years old, blah, 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 blah. Word of mouth spread, that got me my first client. We spent £4,000 on ads. We returned 297,866. Ran the two businesses side by side before the first one was acquired. I launched my first ever coaching product, blah, 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 blah. Private coaching wasn't created to compete, but be the best marketing mentorship for coaches, but to be something never seen before, where there isn't a one-size-fits-all, which is the same in all of the coaching products that we've ever created. We don't have a one-size-fits-all. I know in the marketplace, everybody has their only way to grow a coaching business. We've got 182 strategies that we cherry pick from each individual coach. Even inside the 90-day Ads and Funnels Mastermind, which is more specific around ads and funnels only, most popular product, people come through that every single month. Even within that, we've got 12 ad systems or funnels that we cherry pick the perfect one for the perfect coach and perfect niche. And then simultaneously on the other side, we also cherry pick the perfect ad system. So then put it into a custom game plan, blah, blah, blah. Right, anyway, I've never once mentioned my results, my income, or any shiny things, which I still to this day have not. I don't have any, I have no interest. I've always let the results of our clients do the talking, as you can see. And by the way, you can also see here, results. So that's what we share. I think the best way to showcase the results of a coaching program is not what I have done as the mentor, but the clients. And that's something, in my opinion, every single coach should take into account. N=1 is a very poor way of looking at data in terms of, does something work? So when a coach is saying, hey, this is what I managed to do in 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, or whatever it may be, therefore you should pay me to show you how to do it. There's no indication, number one, a second person can replicate it. It could just be a fluke, because genuinely every single system works, but it's how many people will it work for. So N=1 is terrible data. And second of all, who's to say that number two it's verified in terms of the results? You know, the type of person that, for instance, has an £8,000 or £8,333 month, and then instantly says, well, if I times that by 12, that means I'm a six-figure business owner. So now I'll teach people how to make six figures in their business, when they've never actually done six figures in their business. Do you know where that can go? Anyway, I'm sort of going off tangent here, but my point being that the best way for you to showcase that your program actually works is to share an abundance of proof of people you've actually coached, not your own results. Anyway, from there, we focused on the human, the happiness, and the business as much as rapid growth in the business and income. As you can see in our testimonials, a lot of that comes through in what people talk about. And then I'm a token Scottish guy living in New York, married to the most amazing woman alive. At time of this going out, I might already have moved to Florida now. Friends and family obsessed, hobbies, blah, 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 blah. And last point, my 10-year goal is to open up an animal sanctuary. That's me, give or take, right? And so this is a post that showcases the whole journey, if you will, so that people can connect with me as somebody that didn't just wake up and have a coaching business that was doing X, Y, and Z, that instead I'm somebody who has also started completely from scratch in a business, started wearing every single hat, learned marketing to solve big problems inside the business, and then what I've done over the course of my coaching business as well. So it's a great way for people to connect with me as a human being, that's somebody that didn't just have it like handed to me, because I never came from money or anything like that as well. And then also there's probably elements of connection around the fact that friends and family obsessed, a huge proponent of every single day for me is not working from the crack of dawn until late at night. I spend the majority of my afternoon and evening with my wife and my son. I get up early, I work my tail off until 12, sometimes 1 o'clock, and then I do bits and pieces here and there. It depends on what's going on, I guess, but that's something that's really big for me. So as you can see, anyway, I go off tangent again. My point being, like, literally use this structure. It's tried, tested, it works amazingly well. And when I actually post this, and the reason why we repost this is because people reach out to us every single time that I post this on any platform, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. People reach out to us on the other side of this. So it's a great one to have pinned at the top of the profile to increase connection with people and get them more interested in becoming a coaching client of yours very quickly. But second of all, it's actually just an incredible social media post. Use the structure that I've got there, chronological, but have elements of you building the business, but simultaneously things just about you, so that it's like, you know, the human being outside of the coaching business, which is a really good one. And then the third one here is proof. We do different ones. So like, as you can see, like we share proof, like tons and tons and tons of proof throughout our profile. I mean, for me, I really like video being at the top, but you know, you can put any type of post up there, but you want some sort of proof, right? So basically what we're doing is opportunity for clarity on who you are, who you help, and how you help them, but also lead generation on a daily basis. We have connection here so that people can connect with you as a coach, a human being, and somebody that they can actually see themselves working with. And then the third thing is the most important piece of the puzzle for actually getting people to want to work with you is showcasing the results of people who you've worked with in the past. And so this one here, for me, I use a video here. Well, today I switch this around. So I've got the video here of Jen and Emma and their story of jumping on board with us and launching online and what they managed to do over the course of, I think, 18 months of working together, but then also continued to work together today, I don't know, 4 years on or something. But simultaneously, when you go down, like sometimes we just slot these in. So when we put something out, very often we'll be like, right, well, we'll just have that in place for like 7 days for people who are coming back to the profile also. So just take like a testimonial video, or indeed it can be like, let's see if we've got one here. When you share proof and you share tons and tons of proof in a carousel, this is a great opportunity for you to put that as the pinned one at the top of the profile, because there's two types of proof, right? There's like individual story, and then there's showing abundance. And abundance is really powerful because of course it showcases that you don't just have like a unicorn client. Like if I shared this, like 26k collected in a month, a roadmap to 500k in place, and that's like one of our clients that we're sharing the story of, like anybody, especially if they've never heard of me before, they could easily go to my profile and go, oh, that's his like one unicorn client, right? Whereas, you know, if I'm to share, well, we share these all the time, all of these wins individually, but we do also, I've probably scrolled past like 2 of them already, going a little bit too quick and talking at the same time. But basically, if you have a carousel that you put out, which is like one win after another, after another, after another, after another, then that's another great thing that you can pin to the top of the profile, right? I'm not going to just keep looking for this, but you can see we share wins as individual posts about once or twice a week. And well, actually, no, it's always twice a week, in fact, twice, sometimes 3 times a week, because we share 2 to 3 posts a day. And then simultaneously we share daily inside stories, and then we share once to twice a week through emails. It's something that every single coach should be doing. But as a pinned post, you definitely want this. Like, I wouldn't have got like 1,245 views on this when I first posted it as a testimonial video, which typically gets lower reach. Like, Facebook knows what it is. This probably had like 185 views. The reason that it's got so many views there is because it's been sitting there, and you know, like, we do take it away, but we put it back, and we take it away and we put it back. It's a nice video that we probably filmed, to be fair, at this stage about like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago now. But yeah, but this is the third post. So the third post here is really powerful, is having that proof there, so that people can see the actual results that you get for clients. Okay, very, very, very important to have that there. So these 3 pinned posts are incredible at not just getting more people who visit your profile to become followers, but second of all, getting people to actually reach out to you with intent. And thirdly, and I said I would mention this at the start, when you run advertising, like, put yourself in the position of somebody seeing an advert. How many times have you done this where you say, that's interesting, but I don't know who that person is, and then you click on their profile before going back to the advert and actually making a decision? These 3 pinned posts can be all that you need to increase the amount of people who actually become leads or coaching clients or booked calls through your ads as well. So these can sometimes be seen as something there to optimize first impressions on social media, but it's also an ad strategy. This is really, really important for increasing the conversion rate on your adverts as well. I hope that that's been valuable to you. If you've got any questions around this, or indeed if you've got any other videos you would like me to create specifically around ads, funnels, systems to get clients in general, or marketing strategies specifically to get clients, then please drop below into the comments what that would be. I created this because somebody else asked for it inside the comments of another video. So just keep hitting me with what you want me to create, and then I'll go and create it specifically for you. Hit subscribe, hit like, and if you're a really good person, then drop a comment below. All good for the YouTube algorithm. And other than that, I'll see you on the next video.